This decision took some planning. If I was going to live my life on the wallets of others, I did not want to feel guilty about it. What I needed was a clear perspective. I locked my place up and walked to a local coffee shop. I ordered a bottle of water and a blueberry muffin. Didn't want to try coffee yet. Felt I was too young and wasn't looking for my growth to be stunted. Then I sat there, pretending to thumb through another newspaper as I watched people walking past the windows. That day I devoted 8 straight hours of pure people watching. If I was going fishing, so to speak, it helped to get an idea of where the fish were at. Granted, New York City is a big pond, but they also have big fish. You'd be amazed at what you can learn just from watching people walk. I liked the experiment so much, I did it every day for 2 weeks. The picture was getting clearer each day. After a while, I began filling in the details of these strangers' lives in my own head. That woman with the groceries and that stroller with the 4-year-old? She's settled, but unhappy. She doesn't have much and wants more than that. Don't we all? That guy who spilled coffee on the curb? Anger issues. He has personal scores to settle, and this one slip-up ignited something fierce in him. I can tell by the way he tightens only one of his fists. Note to self, stay away from the angry ones. That girl on the bike? Trust fund, baby. Her daddy's paying for college, but she's taking art classes to spite him. People give away their whole lives in the time it takes them to enter my sight from the time they disappear around the corner. Scary, isn't it? Try it yourself. I know you're curious. Go ahead. Stop reading this book for a second and look out the window. I can wait. Now, imagine making a career out of that. Who knows? Wouldn't it be a trip if I walked past right as you were reading this portion of the book? Nah, I'm just screwing with you. Anyway, back to the story at hand. I was good at doing my homework. A couple of times I even asked what people did for a living. Struck up some decent conversations, but it was all research in the end. If people want to talk, they'll talk. Talking away at anything. It's almost like an open invitation therapy session. For my dime, I bet it did them some good. But finally, I had arrived at the big kahuna. A businessman stepping out of his own limo. He had a thick build and an even thicker neck with a 3-piece suit and a long navy blue trench coat. His hair was slick, but graying around the ears. He wore black gloves. A clean-shaven, narrow dweller who had the bad luck of coming into my sights. This was a man who hit the big time and wanted to flaunt it. I could tell from the look of his manicured eyebrows all the way down to his black dress shoes. It was time to cast my line. I won't go into all the details save for this. To this day, I have not returned to that coffee shop. That guy was plenty mad when he found out his wallet was stolen, and only struck wise when I was 3 intersections away. Man, I can still hear his belly-aching shout ringing in my ears. I checked the wallet an hour later when I got to my place. Just as I had thought. 4 credit cards, all platinum, and $1,500 of, I assume, walking around money. There was also a spicy picture of a lady wearing a red negligee. Had no clue who she was, but this busty brunette kept me company, to say the least, when I felt lonely. I was only a boy, but curious about women. One thing I am proud of is the fact that I am gender-biased when it comes to my trade. I've never snatched a purse, only wallets. If I was going to settle on men for my marks, so be it. Yeah, they are more inclined to hurt you, but they can get real clumsy in a hurry. Women aren't like that. Women flow elegantly in and out of every situation. I have a lot of respect for that.